Well, good morning, and welcome to another adventure here in the high desert of Arizona. It's a beautiful day out. When I got started, it was about 24 degrees. I'm thinking now it's about 35. It is in the middle of, or the beginning of February, so it's still a little bit brisk, but by afternoon it'll probably be in the 60s. I found a pair of walls on top of a really high hill up ahead, and I'm thinking that they're man-made. They look straight. They look like they're actually, you can actually see the boulders that they're built out of, but I could be wrong. It could be natural because there's some really interesting features and stuff on these out on this area. So I'm hoping that we find something. If we don't, it's going to be an amazing trip. A lot of bird noises out this morning. Hopefully, maybe we'll see some wildlife too. It's very remote out here. All right, I will stop and show you if I find something. That doesn't look 500 feet above the ground. Wow, I've been struggling through an amazing amount of scrub oak and other native brush. I've probably only made it a half a mile. Man, I'm struggling. The excursion is over there, about a half mile away. But these rock structures are really cool. I think I'm gonna go up on top here and see if I can find some petroglyphs or some signs of native ruins. So I'll look and see if I can find something. Still trucking along. It is tough in here. I have not seen any signs of petroglyphs. These rocks are really rough. So even if there were petroglyphs, I doubt I could see them. These are granite and they're decomposing. And if you've seen in any of the video that I'm walking in coarse sand, that's the result of decomposed granite. So everything in here is this same brownish pink color, sand and the rocks. So it's really hard to make out a lot of things. But we're gonna keep going. Heading up through here, trying to get beyond this big pile of rocks here. Whew. It's a tough one. I hope I don't run out of steam. I got a long ways back to the car. All right, See you later. Looks like I got cliffed out. I'll have to backtrack. Go down through there, I think. I'm not going to try to jump over all these crevasses. End up with a broken leg. So, alright. I gotta backtrack, so I'll get with you later. Alright, I'm about halfway to where I need to be. That is just too bony for me to get up there. I'm gonna have to attempt this another day. I did fly my drone. There is definitely a wall up there, a ruin up there. It looks really interesting. So I'm gonna review my drone footage and I'm gonna try this another day from another direction. This mountain, as you can see, is so craggy. And it's going to be boulder climbing and rock climbing all the way to the top. And unfortunately, I'm just not prepared for that today. I did bring some rope, but I just don't feel prepared for it today. I'm wearing the wrong shoes. I'm wearing my hiking shoes, not wearing my approach shoes. So just going to have to do it another day. The scenery in this area is amazing. The drone footage looks like it's going to be great. Yeah, it's amazing. But I am remote and I'm getting tired, so I'm gonna turn around and head back. I'm gonna see if I can find some cool stuff on the way back to show you. Anyways, I will see you if I find something else. climb all the way back up through here. That rock is pretty amazing. It's balancing on 3 other boulders, and each has a contact area of about 6 inches by 6 inches. It's pretty cool. I'll get a couple other views from different directions. Look at that rock. That is unbelievable. That's pretty cool. So this is a dead manzanita, and this is a live manzanita. See how the bark grows red on the outside of the live ones? And there are the flowers. It is the end of the first week of February, and spring has begun in the high desert. Whew. The desert is a beautiful place when you take the time to look. Okay, I went a little different way, but this is so green. There's what's called a seep in here somewhere. If I had a little bit more time and energy, I would go back up the hill and see if I could find that seep, because that would be really cool. Yeah, I've decided to take a little side trip up through here and see if I can find where this water is coming from. Nice little pond here. Oh yeah. You can see up here is mostly brown, and then you can see as we move down the hill, you can start seeing it's getting green and mossy. And there's some water seeping out of the ground right there, and it gets absorbed into the decomposed granite, and it comes into here. Very, very interesting. This whole area must have water just under the surface. That's really cool. See that track right there? There's another one right there. And then there's one there. And then there's one there. And then there's one there. Those are just about 3 inches across. So they're either a bobcat or a young mountain lion. Just came across another track. This thing is huge. I'm gonna say 260 pounds. Probably by the gate, 6.5 feet. Oh wait, those are my tracks. But I was walking along and I started seeing a lot of quartz on the ground. And then I looked and there is actually an exposed quartz vein right here. I'm not seeing any actual crystals, but I'm also not a geologist, so if anybody out there knows anything about rocks and crystals, let me know if I missed something. This is a monster tree. It's an alligator juniper, but it has been here for a long time. This thing is at least 5 feet across. That is amazing.